Oh, that's a bit misplaced, that one there. What is increased stamina? Oh, that's scope. Stamina, where is it? Speed, there we go. Three 3.7, 6.71. 3.7, 6.71. Save, yes. That's fine. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to prevent that from happening. So that will only show once the animation has played, okay? So go down under GUI function, underneath the function GUI, sorry, and make a new function, call this function animation timer, open bracket, close bracket, open curly brace, close curly brace. Now in here I'm going to say yield, wait for seconds, open bracket, close that in there, animation, add square bracket, open one, and then close square bracket. Inside here put the animation name. That was called upgrade mode. Whoa, what's going on? Dot clip dot length. So after the animation, show these upgrades, okay? You don't need that in there as well. The animation, delete it, and underneath this just paste this. There we are. So I'm just going to call this function to be called after I press this. Save back into Unity. Now you'll see the GUI won't appear first, the animation will play, and then when the animation's finished the GUIs will appear, like so. There is no animation attached. Oh, sorry guys, go back in here, go to this one and put game object dot find open bracket, close bracket, dot, and then in here put animation. Just save that off, right? Why isn't it playing the animation? Okay. Game object dot find animation upgrade mode. That's what I called it. I'm sure I did. Yeah, it's called upgrade mode with the space inside. It's been called over here. I don't see what the problem is. You should play the animation. See, it's playing the animation but it's not showing the animation. That's strange. Oh, sorry guys, I'm completely fooled. Copy all of it. No, don't copy it. What happened is basically we have to call the animation here, but at the same time I want these GUIs to appear when the animation is finished. So that just checks if our animation has finished playing, and then calls these. Okay, so we want the animation to play when we press U. So it's going to be game object dot find open bracket close bracket animation dot crossfade. I'm not going to use play because it won't look nice actually. Open bracket, double speech marks in here, and I'm going to say upgrade mode, and then comma 1. I'll explain what that does, just give me 1 second. Go down here, change that to, oh, that's fine. In crossfade you can tell the animation when to blend in, and I'm going to say after 1 second blend into the new animation. That's all it does. So when I run the game, there we are. As soon as the animation is played, the GUIs will appear. That's what that timer is doing at the bottom. It just looks at how long the clip is, and when the clip's finished playing, show the GUIs. So that works. Sweet. Save this. Now we want the opposite. So if we press the same key again, we want the animations to go away. Sorry, the GUIs. We're gonna need a couple of new things. For I don't know what to call it. Let me think. Something reasonable. Key press is gonna be a type integer. It's gonna be only equals to 0 or 1, so I'm gonna set it 0 for now. So I'm gonna go down here, and inside this one I'm gonna say double ampersand, which is an and sign, and I'm gonna say if key press is also equals to true, double equal sign is equals to 0, then we can press this key. Okay, so I'll show you what happens. If it's set to 1, we won't be able to push this key in. Okay, see, if it's set to 0, on the other hand, you press it, it allows us to go into the upgrade mode. Okay, and then that's fine. Copy this, paste it underneath here, and I'm going to say if it's equals to 1, save, and play the go back into idle animation. Okay, exit upgrade mode. So put an exit, and there we are. We don't need this timer here, but this won't work yet. I'm telling you right now, it won't. So we can go into that. Oops. Set that to 0. So we can go into this mode, but how do we get out? Because when that plays, nothing's changing key press to 1. So in order to do that, go down to animation timer, and after it's played, looked at the length of the animation, we want the upgrade show to be true. We also want key press to be now equals to 1. So then when we press U again, it'll let us go back into our idle animation. Save. So at the moment, if you look down there, it says key press is 0. As soon as I press U, animation is finished played, the GUI shows it's now going back to 1. So if I press U again, back into the animation mode, idle mode. But these are still appearing, so don't worry about that. We'll get that sorted out quickly. And inside here, just put show upgrade equals false. Run the game. Oh yeah, and when that happens, we want the timer to be equals 0 again. So key press equals 0. So that allows us to switch in between. Oh no, we did need a timer for this actually. Otherwise, it's going to keep on calling this. So just copy the key press and draw upgrade. Delete the rest. Save that. Go at the bottom, make a new function. Call this back to idle. I'm just going to say in here, paste those two down here. Copy this yield function, yield command, sorry. Paste it in there, and we're going to say exit animation. Now we're going to call this when we press U and when key press is equals to 1. Okay. Let me just save, run Unity. So I can press U, I can press U again, and there you go. But that was a problem. If you saw that I press U and the GUI was still there, you want this to be here on top of the timer, okay? So that disappears first, and then the animation clip is checked. So U, animation show, there we are. Fantastic, it's working. Okay, great. But at the moment, the animation, idle animation in plain, so I'm just going to call that here. I'm going to say game object dot find open bracket. How long is this tutorial going, by the way? Let me see. 40 minutes. Bloody hell. Open bracket, doesn't seem that long. And I'm going to find animation dot animation dot crossfade half. What animation am I going to crossfade? It's called, I know what it's called already. Idle. Oh, I think that's what it's called. Hold on, let me just double check that. Yeah, it is. And how fast do I want to blend in? 1 second as well. So that goes back into idle mode. I'm going to copy this and I'm going to go on top of function update and I'll make function start, because I want the idle animation to be called on the start function. Now, to be honest, this upgrade system is supposed to be implemented into our player movement script, but because I'm doing it on a different player, I don't want to screw anything around until I get my player completed and add him into Unity. Then I can go back and do that again, and I'll show you how to add this upgrade system into your movement script.